Hey, it's Connor. Welcome to iFanboy Mini. iFanboy Mini is the small-size version of iFanboy, the comic book show. Today I'm going to talk to you about my pick of the week for comics that came out July 16th, 2008, and it is Scalped, number 19 from Vertigo Comics. Writer Jason Aaron, artist David Furno, who's doing the fill-in for this arc. And Scalped is one of our favorite books here at iFanboy. In fact, Josh picked issue 18, which is the last issue when he had the pick of the week when it came out. And what Scalped is the story of a reservation, specifically Dashiell Badhorse, who was a undercover FBI agent who was acting as a police officer, investigating Chief Red Crow, who was the big crime boss of the reservation. It's very sort of similar in tone to The Sopranos in that the good guys are not completely good, the bad guys are not completely bad. Everyone is human, because there's no one who's really all bad and no one who's really all good. Everyone's got shades of gray, and this is what Scalped is all about, the shades of gray. And this particular issue is focusing on Dashiell and his girlfriend Carol. Now, we haven't seen much of Carol. We know she's the daughter of Red Crow, the quote-unquote villain of the book. And we haven't seen much of her beyond the fact that Dashiell occasionally comes over and they have sex. Right now, in this issue 19, for half the issue, that's all we get is he goes over, they have sex, they sit quietly afterwards, smoke cigarettes and don't talk, and they have memories. We flash back to Dashiell's childhood, we flash back a little bit with Carol, and then we go along on their way. You know, they sit there and Dashiell says, I gotta go, and she says, I gotta get high, and then they leave. And that's their relationship, is very quiet, they don't talk, they just have sex. And then they have a really bad day. Dashiell has a bad day with someone in the previous arc had died. He's at a funeral. Carol's a waitress, and she's just treated horribly. And they come back together, and they have sex again. But this time, after they're done, they lay there in silence again. But now we are let in on their innermost feelings. And this is just a scene that blew me away. We got into see all the things they really want to say to each other, but they don't have the strength, they don't have the courage. They are clearly in love by the inner thoughts they've got, but they can't say it out loud. It's much easier for Carol to get high and for Dashiell to go out and drink and beat up criminals and deal with his emotions with anger, which is his primary emotion. And she clearly has problems, which were going to be revealed in this arc because it seems to be about her, and she escapes through drugs. So that stuff's easier for them to deal with than actually saying, I love you, here's what I think, and him saying, I love you, and here's what I think. And it's just heartbreaking, and it's so real and raw and emotional. The stuff that you never say is usually the stuff that you regret, and this is what all this issue is about. It's fantastic. It blew everything else away this week. Scalped was so good. And the art by David Furno, he's the fill-in artist, not the usual artist. Actually grew on me. The last issue I didn't like as much, but this issue I liked quite a bit. You can check out my full review of Scalped at iFanboy.com. Check out my full pick of the week review, and you can go to the comics section, do all the fun stuff there. And you can check out our weekly show, iFanboy, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on revision3.com/iFanboy. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.